Hello everyone and welcome back to Skyrim Legendary Edition. Today we're going to be focusing a lot on armors, and not the skimpy ones, the cool ones, the lore breaking ones, and the cool retextured ones. So the first one that I want to talk about is the T45 Power Armor. This is going to break your lore to the max. This is from the Fallout series, specifically Fallout 3. This is the T45 model that is used in that game. It's also used in Fallout New Vegas as well, I believe. And the cool thing about this is that originally it had the default textures, but you could actually go to the Fallout 3 section on the Nexus page, and there's actually a T45 Power Armor called Born Again T45 Power Armor, which is going to, retexture the T45 default textures, and you could pretty much use that same texture in Skyrim, which is so cool. So you can actually see that's what I have on it right now. It's gonna make it more HD, and it's gonna also make it darker. It looks less of that white grayish and looks more of like a dark metal black. Everything looks great on this, by the way. There's a little bit of a issue when you turn with the helmet, with the part that has the tubes that go from the mask. That part is rigged a little bit weird, so it stretches at times when you turn, but other than that, it looks amazing. And I actually keep this in my game mostly for the helmet, because sometimes I wear it with certain characters. But yeah, I love it. Next up is a cool retexture for the Elven Armor. This is made by J. Gray Bear. This is one of the coolest retextures that I've ever seen. While it's simple, it's very effective. And this is pretty much just going to make the Elven Armor a bit more detailed. So originally the Elven Armor is just like a solid gold, maybe different shades of it, but for the most part it's just all one color gold. And it looked kind of bland. When I saw this texture, I thought, man, that looks really cool. And even if you don't use the default armor, but you use like a armor replacer, as long as it uses those elven textures, it will be affected by this mod. So I have a mod that makes the female elven armors a bit more revealing, not too over the top, just a little bit more than usual. And so you can see that right here, there's a bit more stomach and stuff showing, but the retexture of the mod itself is still appearing on the armor, and it just looks great. Don't zoom in too close because it'll just look a little bit weird. It may not be this mod, but yeah, I just try not to zoom in too close because it looks really low quality. But other than that, this thing looks really cool, and it's just one of those things where it's like it's really small in size, and if you're just not feeling it at the moment, you could just uncheck it because it's just a replacer of a texture, just some DDS files. It's not going to take up a plugin slot. So I'm actually just going to keep this in my load order for now because, like I said, no plugins. I'm just going to let that rest there for a bit, and I'm going to admire that because I actually do think this is really good because, sometimes the smaller things, make a big difference. And up next, we're going to be showing some love to the male characters. So I was actually scrolling for some male presets, mostly red guards, but I actually came across this Asian preset, and the name was Takata. This is made by Tammy Kolnelf, and the preset looks really good. At first, I thought, hey, this is going to be really easy to use because the requirements were so small. It was just like some Apache hair, and I thought nothing of it. But when I actually went to go load this up in my game using the Breton race that, the preset suggested that I use, it just looked, for the most part, did not look like him at all. However, I did make use of the preset and wind up coming up with a brand new face altogether, and I thought that it really looked nice. So I didn't come up with a name immediately, so I just decided to call him Tak, since I made it from the preset of this Takata character. So sadly, I did not get the Takata face to work, but on the bright side, I actually did wind up making a new face for a male character. Alright, so I'm going to turn this guy into an NPC, but that'll be for another time. As for now, that's going to be it, actually. All of these plugins that I showcased that was in this video, you can actually find them on the Nexus, I believe. None of these are from like other sites like Level Lab or anything like that, so search there for those, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace. Thank you for watching.